Have you ever experienced this? When someone criticizes you, anger suddenly flares up without warning. Or when you're stressed, your hand reaches for your smartphone or food before you even realize it. Today, let's explore why we react this way and how we can break free from this cycle. There are two very interesting perspectives on this. First, the traditional perspective of behavioral psychology. It views humans much like precise machines or organisms in a laboratory. When a stimulus is applied from the outside, a predictable response follows. What you feel internally is not the focus. What matters are observable facts. What behavior occurs in what situation? Like a scientist observing a lab rat, this approach emphasizes complete objectivity. In contrast, the perspective of Buddhist meditation is entirely different. It says there is no separate objective world. Imagine a rainy day. For one person, the rain brings sadness. For a farmer in drought, it brings joy and relief. What matters is not the rain itself, but how your six sense faculties, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind receive and interpret it. The key lies in your consciousness. This is a deeply subjective view. These two perspectives diverge in how they treat the mind. Behavioral psychology treats the mind as a black box, something we cannot open, so it focuses only on controlling inputs and outputs. Buddhist meditation, however, walks directly into that black box with a torch. It observes in real time the subtle sensations in the body and the precise moment when the sense of self reacts and creates anger. Interestingly, these two perspectives meet at one point: conditioning. What psychology calls learned behavior and what Buddhism calls karma point to the same idea. Both refer to accumulated habits. We are programmed by past experiences to respond automatically to certain stimuli. When criticized, we get angry. When praised, we feel proud. These are not your true nature, but deeply ingrained habits formed over time. Why is modern psychology so interested in meditation? Because of deconditioning. Deconditioning means releasing the automatic buttons that control us. Simply changing behavior has its limits. Conditioning is like an automatic switch. When stress arises, you unconsciously reach for late-night food. Through repeated experiences, we become programmed to react in fixed ways. This is conditioning or karma. Deconditioning is the process of breaking that chain. When a stimulus arises, instead of reacting instantly, you press the pause button. Meditation helps you avoid immediate reaction. It creates a space called mindfulness between stimulus and response. In that small space, you transform from a passive being controlled by the environment into an active being who chooses your life. The wider the gap between stimulus and response, the deeper your character becomes. Ultimately, this is the message I want to share. Observe yourself with the objectivity of a scientist, while maintaining a deep awareness of your inner experience. As many studies show, when you combine objective observation with mindful awareness, your brain changes in positive ways, and your psychological flexibility greatly increases. You step out of the prison of habit and into true freedom. Today, what was the most difficult stimulus you faced? When it arose, where in your body did you feel it, and what did it feel like? Even this brief moment of observation is the first step toward freedom.